Hey Paisley, I think your sketches look just fine for this assignment. They're very clear. You've labeled them all really well. So, yeah, there's not a problem at all with your sketches. So let's see what you have here. Um, I like all of these actually. Um, Nose, mouth, microphone, ears. One, two, three. It's really hard for me to decide. This one's really fun. I like the screen for the head. That always works out really well. I like the mice. You don't have to make these symmetrical either. You can use different. You don't have to use two mice. You can use a plug. You can use cables for the arms. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. I kind of like this one too. Be sure to note that you need to use computer parts for everything. So I'm not quite sure what the head thing is. I see the power button and it looks great, but I'm just not quite sure what this round head form is. And I see the CDs, and this one looks really pretty cool. Going forward, you may want to think of different angles of view to photograph these in. They tend to, if you do things really head on, one point perspective, it tends to look a little bit just a little bit static. This one I like too, but I can't figure out what some of the things are. Oh, is this a whole computer? I'm just not quite sure. So yeah, that would be the main suggestion. Let me see if I can find these examples. So in terms of, yeah, and you can see here, see how this one, how they kind of turned it to the side a little bit. So, and then again, they're using perspective for the wheel in the background. You can see the bigger wheel in the foreground. Let me see if I can find another one and here's another really good one too. See how you're seeing two sides of the computer screen, and notice how the front is bigger than the back, so it does tend to look like it has more depth. Let's see what else I have here to show you that would, this one too here again, you don't have to make it symmetrical. And this one too, you can see how we're looking down on this even, so we're seeing even three sides. And again, you can see all the different objects. So yeah, just have fun with it. That's just a suggestion, and it really does help in the long run to kind of use different angles. And again, you can see perspective. This back arm is smaller. And there's another computer one. The text didn't come out very good, but you can see the different sides of the printer with that. So yeah, I think it looks really cool. Whoops, where's yours at? I just wasn't quite sure what some of these are with this head part. And again, of course, you can always use more than the minimum requirements, and you can always edit them out later. Oh, keyboard letters. That's kind of a really cool idea. This one's pretty cool. And the speakers here too. But again, just really have fun with it, and really think of different kinds of things you can how you can build the caricature. And there's so many different cables. There's memory chips. There's all the circuit boards on the inside of the computer. Another thing you could do too is do a Google image search. So I just put in Google, I just did it in image search, and I just put computer parts. And I'm not saying to use these, but it just gives you some idea of different shapes and stuff. Maybe you already did this because you have some really cool shapes. There's so many different, router, USB drive, there's just so many different, and again, you can just kind of study the way the things, the objects look, going forward. Okay, so yeah, I think your sketches look fine, and I think you've done a really great job. Okay, so I will see you in week 2.